Hello, English learners. Welcome back to English Pod. My name is Marco.
And I'm Erica.
And today we have another romantic lesson. Kind of romantic.
A little romantic. We got a boyfriend and a girlfriend, and they're apologizing to each other.
Okay, so it's a very common situation, and we're going to be talking about love. We're also going to talk about different pet names that are commonly used in English.
That are used with your boyfriend or girlfriend.
Okay, very good. So let's listen to this dialogue for the first time and see what's happening with our couple.
Can we talk?
Sure, honey. We're talking now, aren't we?
You know what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
I want to know where this relationship is going. I'm in love with you, and I need to know...
You know, I think you're awesome.
I'm awesome. Well, I guess that's my answer, isn't it?
Honey.
Look, if you don't love me, it's not a thing, all right? We've had our laughs, but I don't appreciate... Well, maybe it's just time we...
Baby, I love you so much.
You do?
I love you, and I think you're awesome.
Oh, I love you too.
Come on, put the gun down.
Oh, baby. I'm so sorry.
Okay, so romantic and dramatic.
Yeah, I think she really needed to hear that. Right, so I think she really wanted to hear, I love you.
Yeah, that's right. And there's some interesting phrases here in this dialogue. And today we're going to focus mostly on phrases. So why don't we start with Fluency Builder?
Fluency Builder.
Okay, on Fluency Builder today, we are going to take a look at some of these phrases. And the first one is very important and very different.
So obviously this dialogue is about love, and we heard two different ways that this word is used. And the first one is to love someone.
Right, so he said, I love you.
Yeah, I love you.
We all pretty much understand what that means.
Right, but they also mentioned to be in love with someone.
Okay, so he said, I am in love with you.
I'm in love with you.
In love.
Okay, so what's the difference between to love and to be in love?
To be in love with someone means that you have these strong romantic feelings towards somebody.
That's right. So you can only be in love with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, or your wife.
So you can love your parents, you can love your family, but you can't be in love with them. You can only be in love with your girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife.
That's right.
Okay.
So moving on to the next phrase. Now, the girl asked her boyfriend, can we talk?
Can we talk?
Can we talk?
This is a very simple sentence.
Right, we know the meaning, right?
But why does she say, can we talk?
Okay, so you use this when you want to start a conversation about something serious.
Okay, so if you wanted to talk to me about my new shirt.
I wouldn't say, hey, Marco, can we talk? Oh, I really like your shirt. Where'd you get it?
Exactly, right?
It has to be serious.
It has to be serious. So usually, if somebody says, hey, can we talk? It means that there's going to be a serious topic.
Yeah, it's going to be probably bad news.
Maybe bad news.
Yeah.
So, can we talk? So, if your boyfriend or girlfriend tells you this, well, it's not a good sign.
That's right.
All right. And the last phrase that we have on Fluency Builder. You know what I mean.
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 All right. So, again, this phrase is very simple to understand, right?
That's right.
So, you know what I'm talking about.
You understand me.
But the interesting thing is that we can also make it a question.
And it's all about the change in tone.
Okay, so with this in mind, let's listen to two examples of the same phrase, but with different tones. And you try to see which one is the question.
Example 1.
I'm tired of doing nothing all day here at home. You know what I mean?
Example 2.
Come on, Charles. You know what I mean when I say that I don't like your friends.
Example 3.
I hate this class. It's so boring and tedious. You know what I mean?
All right, so we heard the examples and, well, maybe you guessed it right. The second example was the question.
That's right. You know what I mean?
Right. So basically, you're asking the person if they understand your idea or they understand what you're talking about. So maybe you can say, so the professor wasn't very clear on his instructions, so how was I supposed to do the homework? You know what I mean?
So you're asking me to confirm that I understand you.
My idea. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, and if it was a statement, I might say, hey, I don't like going to your mom's house.
So I would say, what? What do you mean? Why?
You know what I mean.
Right. So I perfectly understand or know the reasons why you don't like going to my mom's
like
house.
I don't have to tell you. You know what I mean.
All right. Very good. So you know what I mean. Great. So we've taken a look at these 4 phrases. They're very simple, but the way that you use them gives them different meanings.
That's right.
All right, so let's listen to our dialogue for the second time. Let's slow it down a little bit, and then we'll come back and look at some more phrases.
Can we talk?
Sure, honey. We're talking now, aren't we?
You know what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
I want to know where this relationship is going. I'm in love with you, and I need to know...
You know, I think you're awesome.
I'm awesome. Well, I guess that's my answer, isn't it?
Honey.
Look, if you don't love me, it's not a thing, all right? We've had our laughs, but I don't appreciate... Well, maybe it's just time we...
Baby, I love you so much.
You do?
I love you, and I think you're awesome.
Oh, I love you too.
Come on, put the gun down.
Oh, baby, I'm so sorry.
Okay, so now it's time for us to take a look at some more phrases, but this time we're going to look at them in putting it together.
Putting it together.
Okay, we're going to see how we can use these phrases in a few different situations. So the girl wanted to talk to her boyfriend because she wanted to know where this relationship is going.
Right. Where is this relationship going?
Where is this relationship going?
So she wants to know what's going to happen or
what's the future?
What's the future of this relationship?
Yep.
Are we going to get married? Are we
Yep.
just what's happening?
Yep.
So why don't we listen to some examples with different nouns and how we can use this phrase?
Example 1.
I don't know where my career is going in this company. I don't see any potential for growth.
Example 2.
This movie is so confusing. I have no idea where the plot is going.
Example 3.
We have been in this meeting for over 2 hours and I still don't know where it's going.
Okay, so again, this phrase is just asking about the future of something.
Right. So where the future of this movie? Where is this movie going?
Yeah, what's happening?
Right. What's going to happen?
Yep.
Or your career, etc.
Yep. Okay, and so the girl, she was talking a little bit about her feelings, and she said, maybe it's just time we...
Okay, so this phrase isn't complete yet.
Yeah.
We need to finish it.
Yeah.
But she is basically saying, maybe we should do this. Mm-hmm. How can we finish the phrase?
All right, so she could say, maybe it's just time we break up.
All right, or I can say, maybe it's time we have a baby.
Ooh, Marco.
All
or
right.
even, maybe it's time we go home.
Okay, so it's getting late, let's go home. Maybe
Yep.
it's time we go home.
Yeah.
So this is how we can finish this phrase. And what about our last phrase?
So she also said, we've had our laughs.
Okay, so that means we've had our good times.
Yep.
Okay.
But we can change this to, we've had our ups and downs.
Okay, or we've had our moments. Mm-hmm. Right? So that means we've had our good moments and our bad moments.
That's right. Or we've had our issues.
Okay, so that means we've had some problems,
Yeah.
we've had some difficulties.
Mm-hmm. Or even we've had our moments.
Okay, so that means we've had... what is
Special
it?
times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means we've had our special times, special occasions
Yep.
that we will always remember.
That's right.
Okay.
So so 3 really useful structures that you can change the words a little bit to slightly change the meaning.
Okay, so it's time for us to listen to our dialogue for the last time. Now we're ready to understand everything. And then we'll come back and give you some examples of pet names in English.
Can we talk?
Sure, honey. We're talking now, aren't we?
You know what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
I want to know where this relationship is going. I'm in love with you, and I need to know...
You know, I think you're awesome.
I'm awesome. Well, I guess that's my answer, isn't it?
Honey.
Look, if you don't love me, it's not a thing, all right? We've had our laughs, but I don't appreciate... Well, maybe it's just time we...
Baby, I love you so much.
You do?
I love you, and I think you're awesome.
Oh, I love you too.
Come on, put the gun down.
Oh, baby, I'm so sorry.
All right, well, Marco, you mentioned this word pet names. And what exactly is that?
All right. So pet names aren't names for your dogs or your cats,
Okay,
right?
right.
They are those sweet names that you would call your boyfriend or girlfriend.
Okay, so like baby,
Okay. In our dialogue, we heard baby.
Yep.
Right? So we're not talking about a little
a little child.
no.
Yep.
This is usually how you would call maybe your girlfriend or boyfriend, baby.
Or honey.
Honey, right?
Yep.
Hey, honey, or honey, I'm home.
Yep.
Right? But we also have other ones like sweetheart. Or
Darling.
darling.
Yeah.
Or what about sweetie? Or cutie.
Cutie. Oh.
So some of these phrases can be a little bit like cheesy, maybe
A little,
like
yeah, a little too sweet.
too much.
Yeah.
Like snookums.
Snookums.
Snookums. Like snookums.
Okay.
Or honey bunny.
Oh, yeah.
We also have sweetie pie.
Yep.
Yeah. And some of them will make some up, right? Maybe they'll call their boyfriend Pooh Bear.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, like Winnie the Pooh,
Yeah.
Pooh Bear.
I heard dumpling is a common one.
Also, it could be, you can make up your own phrase. You can make up your own pet names, right?
Yeah. So I want to hear from our listeners. Are there any common pet names in your language?
I know that in Spanish, we sometimes call we can sometimes call our girlfriend gorda, which
Okay.
actually means fat. But it's not in a bad way.
Really?
It's a sweet way of calling your girlfriend. So.
And I know in French you can say ma puce, which basically means my flea.
Yeah, so some of them, if you translate, you wouldn't really use in English. But let us know. Translate from your language or other ones that you've heard maybe in movies or talk shows.
Before we begin, let me ask you something. Have you ever said, I love you to someone? Or has anyone said it to you? What did you feel in that moment? Share your own story in the comments because today we are going to explore the beautiful world of love expressions in English. It was a quiet evening when David and Emma were sitting in a small cafe. They had been dating for a few weeks, but they were still learning how to express their feelings in English. Both of them wanted to say something meaningful, but they were not sure about the right words. Emma looked at David and smiled. She asked softly, David, do you know the difference between I love you and I'm in love with you? David thought for a moment. Well, he said, I know they both sound romantic, but maybe they don't mean exactly the same thing. Emma nodded. Yes, that's right. I love you can be used in many ways. You can say it to your parents, your brother, your sister, or even your best friend. It shows care, closeness, and strong feelings. But I'm in love with you is more romantic. It means your heart is completely touched by that person. It's only for someone very, very special. David's eyes grew wide. Oh, so if I say I love you to my mom, it's normal. But if I say I'm in love with you to my mom, that would sound very strange. Both of them laughed. Emma continued, Yes, exactly. I'm in love with you means romantic love. It's when you feel something deep, exciting, and special about your partner. David leaned forward and said carefully, So, Emma, when I say I love you, it shows my feelings. But when I say I'm in love with you, it shows I have fallen deeply into love with you. Emma smiled warmly. Perfect, David. Now you understand. For the first time, David looked straight into her eyes and whispered, Emma, I think I am in love with you. Emma's face turned red and her heart beat fast. She replied, and I'm in love with you too. That evening, they didn't just learn about words. They learned how love expressions in English can carry different meanings and how important it is to use them carefully. After that beautiful evening in the cafe, David and Emma began to feel closer. They enjoyed each other's company, but like all couples, sometimes they needed to talk about important things. One afternoon, they were walking in the park. The sun was warm and the trees were full of green leaves. Suddenly, Emma stopped and looked a little serious. She said quietly, David, can we talk? David felt a little nervous. He thought, oh no, did I do something wrong? But Emma smiled and explained, don't worry, when I say, can we talk, it doesn't always mean something bad. It just means I want to have a serious conversation. It shows I'm ready to share my thoughts, and I want you to listen carefully. David nodded slowly. Oh, I see. So, can we talk is a polite way to say, I have something important to say. Exactly, Emma said. It's much better than just starting with the problem. It prepares the other person to listen. David wanted to practice. He took a deep breath and said, Emma, can we talk about our weekend plans? Emma smiled. Yes, that's perfect. You used it very well. Now I know you want to share something important. They sat down on a park bench. David continued, I wanted to ask if you'd like to visit my family this weekend, but I felt shy. That's why I used can we talk, because it helped me start in a polite way. Emma touched his hand gently. That's really sweet, David. And you see, can we talk doesn't mean only serious or sad topics. It can be about positive and important things too. David laughed softly. Good, because if every time you say, can we talk, I feel scared, then I'll always think something bad is coming. Emma laughed too. No, don't worry. It just means, please give me your attention. I have something to share. They both agreed that communication was not only about words, but also about the right expressions. Saying, can we talk, was like opening a small door. A door that leads to better understanding and stronger love. A few days later, David and Emma were sitting in Emma's living room drinking tea. The atmosphere was calm and cozy. Suddenly, Emma looked at David with a little smile and said, David, do you know what pet names are in English? David raised his eyebrows. Pet names? You mean names for cats and dogs? Emma laughed softly. No, not those pets. In English, pet names are sweet names we use for people we love. Instead of always saying David or Emma, we can say things like honey, sweetheart, darling, love, and many more. David looked surprised. Oh, so when I hear people say, good morning, honey, they are not talking about the food, honey? They are talking to someone they love? Exactly, Emma said, smiling. It's a romantic expression. It makes the other person feel special. For example, I can say to you, good evening, sweetheart, or you can call me darling. David tried it. He looked into Emma's eyes and said, slowly, good evening, darling. Emma's cheeks turned pink and she laughed. That sounds so sweet, David. See, using these pet names makes the conversation more loving. David wanted to practice more. All right, let me try another one. Honey, would you like some more tea? Emma pretended to think. Yes, sweetheart, I'd love another cup. Both of them laughed, but at the same time, they felt their hearts grow warmer. The simple words gave their relationship a softer, kinder tone. Emma explained, "Remember, David, these words are not only for movies or books. Couples really use them every day. And each word gives a little different feeling. For example, darling sounds a bit classic, like old romantic films. Honey is very common and friendly. Sweetheart feels very gentle." David nodded. "Ah, so it's like choosing the right flavor of tea. Each one is nice, but each one tastes a little different." Emma laughed. "Yes, exactly. And when you use them often, they make love stronger." That evening, the tea in their cups became cold, but their hearts stayed warm. They had learned another secret of love expressions, the power of sweet names. One Saturday afternoon, David and Emma planned to meet at the cafe where they first said, "I'm in love with you." Emma arrived early. She waited for David, but minutes passed and he didn't come. She looked at her watch, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Emma began to feel upset. Finally, David rushed in. "I'm so sorry, Emma. The bus was late and my phone battery died. I couldn't call you." Emma crossed her arms. "You know, David, when someone is waiting, it feels bad. I thought maybe you forgot about me." David looked worried. He didn't want Emma to feel hurt. He remembered what Emma had taught him about expressions. He stepped closer and said gently, "Emma, sweetheart, please listen. I would never forget you. You're very important to me. I was late, but my feelings for you are always the same. I love you." Emma's eyes softened a little, but she still wanted to make her point. "David, I understand. But when something like this happens, it's good to start with, 'Can we talk?' That way we can clear the misunderstanding." David nodded quickly. "You're right, honey. Can we talk about how we can avoid this problem next time?" Emma smiled. The anger slowly disappeared from her face. "See, that's perfect. You used the right phrase and you called me honey. That makes it easier for me to listen because your words sound kind and caring." David took her hand. "So maybe next time I'll charge my phone before coming. And if I'm late, I'll explain as soon as possible." Emma squeezed his hand back. "That sounds good, darling. Thank you for listening." In that moment, they both realized something important. Love expressions are not only for romance. They are also tools to fix problems, calm emotions, and show respect. The cafe, once again, became the place where their love grew, not just with sweet words, but with understanding hearts. After their little misunderstanding at the cafe, David and Emma grew even closer. They started to notice that love was not only about big, dramatic words. Sometimes love was hidden in small, everyday sentences. One evening, David was about to leave Emma's house. He stood at the door, putting on his jacket. Emma smiled and said softly, "Take care, David." David stopped for a moment. "Take care?" That sounds simple, but it feels so warm when you say it. Emma nodded. "Yes, take care is a beautiful love expression. It shows that you worry about the other person's safety and health. It's short, but it means I love you and I want you to be safe." The next day, David sent Emma a message on his phone. It said, "Good morning, sweetheart. I miss you." When Emma read the message, her face lit up with a big smile. I miss you is another wonderful love expression, she told them later. It means, I feel something is not complete when you are not here. It shows how much you value the person. David thought about it. So, love is not only saying, I love you, it can also be, I miss you, take care, or even, I'm thinking of you. Emma agreed. Yes, and these small phrases are very powerful. They make the other person feel cared for every single day. David wanted to try again. That evening, before Emma went to bed, he whispered, "Good night, darling. Sleep well. I'll be thinking of you." Emma's heart melted. That's perfect, David. You see, simple words can make someone feel very special. From then on, David and Emma decided not to wait for big romantic moments. Instead, they used everyday expressions, small, gentle words, to keep their love alive each day. One Sunday afternoon, David and Emma went for a walk by the river. The weather was cool and the water sparkled in the sunlight. As they walked, David held Emma's hand. Emma smiled and said, "You know, David, love expressions are not only about words. Our actions can make the words even stronger." David tilted his head. "What do you mean, sweetheart?" Emma explained. For example, when you say, "I love you," and at the same time you hold my hand, the feeling is much stronger. Or when you say, "I miss you," and you give me a hug, it feels more real. David thought for a moment. Then he stopped walking, looked at Emma, and gently touched her shoulder. He said softly, "Emma, I love you." Emma's heart warmed, not only because of the words, but also because of the gentle touch. See, that's exactly what I mean. Your words and actions together make me feel safe and loved. David wanted to practice more. He smiled, opened his arms, and gave Emma a warm hug. While holding her, he whispered, "Take care, honey. I always want you to be happy." Emma closed her eyes and said quietly, "And I'll always think of you, darling." They stayed like that for a while, enjoying the simple power of words and actions together. Emma explains, in English, people often combine phrases with gestures, like saying, "Good job, sweetheart," with a smile, or "Don't worry, honey," with a pat on the back. These small actions make love expressions feel real and natural. David nodded. So it's not only what I say, but also how I say it, with my face, my hands, my smile, my eyes. Emma laughed softly. Yes, exactly. Love is not only in the mouth, it's in the voice, the touch, and the heart. That day by the river, David and Emma discovered that true communication and love is not just speaking, it's showing. One evening, David and Emma were sitting on a bench watching the sunset. The sky was painted with beautiful colors of orange and pink. David took a deep breath and said, "Emma, sometimes I think about the future. I want to be with you, not just today, but also tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow, and many more days." Emma's eyes sparkled. That's such a sweet thing to say, David. I want to be with you is a very strong love expression. It means you don't only care about now, you care about the future too. David nodded. Yes, because when I imagine my future, I see you in it. Emma smiled and whispered, "I feel the same. Sometimes when we are not together, I think, I can't wait to see David again." That sentence shows how much I look forward to our next meeting. David's heart beat faster. Oh, I love that phrase. I can't wait to see you. It's like saying, I am excited and my heart is already running to you. Emma laughed softly. Exactly. And there's another one I really like. We will be together. It gives hope. It makes me feel safe, even when we are far apart. David thought carefully, then looked straight into her eyes. Emma, no matter what happens, we will be together. That's a promise. Emma reached out and held his hand tightly. And I promise the same, darling. Even if life becomes difficult, I want us to stay side by side. The sunset slowly disappeared, but the words they shared that evening gave them light in their hearts. They learned that love is not only about today, it's also about building tomorrow together. It was a quiet night. David and Emma were sitting by the window, looking at the stars. The soft moonlight filled the room. They had come a long way in their relationship, and both of them felt grateful. Emma smiled and said, David, do you realize how much we've learned about love expressions in English? David nodded. Yes, at the beginning, I only knew I love you, but now I understand the difference between I love you and I'm in love with you. That was our very first lesson. Emma laughed gently. And then we practiced Can We Talk to start serious conversations. That helped us solve problems and share important thoughts. David added, after that, we discovered sweet pet names. Honey, darling, sweetheart. I never thought such small words could make such a big difference. Emma's eyes softened. And when we had our little misunderstanding, we used love expressions to calm each other, to show care, and to fix the problem. David continued, yes, and we also learned everyday phrases like take care, I miss you, and I'm thinking of you. Those made our daily life more loving. Emma touched his hand. Don't forget Chapter 6, when we mixed words with actions, a smile, a hug, or holding hands. That made our love expressions feel stronger. David smiled warmly. And then in Chapter 7, we looked into the future. I want to be with you, I can't wait to see you, and we will be together. Those words gave us hope. Emma leaned her head on his shoulder and whispered, now, in Chapter 8, I think we understand something very important. Love expressions are not only words, they are doors. Doors that open the heart of another person. David kissed her forehead and said softly, you're right, sweetheart. And every time I use them with you, I feel closer to you. So tonight, let me say it once more. I'm in love with you. Emma's heart melted, and she replied with a gentle smile. And I'm in love with you too. The stars above them sparkled like tiny lights of love. And in that quiet night, David and Emma knew that the language of love, simple words, sweet names, caring phrases, and gentle actions would always keep their hearts together.
Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word. End a relationship with someone.
Dump someone.
Hurt someone's feelings very badly. Hurt someone emotionally.
Break someone's heart.
Honest, emotional talk.
A heart to heart.
Former boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, or wife.
Ex.
A person who you are in a long-term relationship with.
Partner.
Phrase used if one must talk about serious things.
Can we talk?
What stage this relationship is in.
Where this relationship is going.
Feel strong romantic affection for someone.
In love with.
Amazing. Great.
Awesome.
We have experienced our happy days.
We have had our laughs.
Don't like.
Don't appreciate.
Have strong affection to someone.
Love.
Perhaps it is time for us to do something.
Maybe it is time that we.
Let's try that faster. End a relationship with someone.
Dump someone.
We have experienced our happy days.
We have had our laughs.
Former boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, or wife.
Ex.
Phrase used if one must talk about serious things.
Can we talk?
Have strong affection to someone.
Love.
Amazing. Great.
Awesome.
Feel strong romantic affection for someone.
In love with.
What stage this relationship is in.
Where this relationship is going.
A person who you are in a long-term relationship with.
Partner.
Honest, emotional talk.
A heart to heart.
Don't like.
Don't appreciate.
Perhaps it is time for us to do something.
Maybe it is time that we.
Hurt someone's feelings very badly. Hurt someone emotionally.
Break someone's heart.
Now say the word and hear it in a sentence.
Can we talk?
I've got something really important to tell you. Can we talk?
Can we talk?
Can we talk? I think I'm in love with someone else.
Can we talk?
Can we talk? I need your help with something.
Where this relationship is going.
We fight every day. I don't know where this relationship is going.
Where this relationship is going.
Where is this movie going? I don't understand what's happening.
Where this relationship is going.
You want to do what? Where are you going with this conversation?
We have had our laughs.
College was so much fun. We definitely had our laughs.
We have had our laughs.
She has her moments, but for the most part, she's a really nice girl.
We have had our laughs.
You had your fun. Now it's time to go to sleep.
Maybe it is time that we.
It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Maybe it's time we have some lunch?
Maybe it is time that we.
If you're not happy at your job, maybe it's just time for you to quit.
Maybe it is time that we.
Maybe it's about time you clean your room. It's so dirty. Baby, I love you so much. Where would you like to eat, sweetheart? Darling, you look absolutely beautiful.